going to talk about the sequence of skills. What skills do kids need to learn? When? How do you group students? The first skill is phonological awareness. Before we attempt to teach phonics skills, we must first be sure that students have the proper foundation in place. Phonological awareness and phonemic awareness skills are the necessary foundation skills all students need in order to develop into strong, independent readers. Differentiating between the two can be tricky at times. Phonological awareness is the ability to identify and manipulate sounds in oral language. Skills like counting and segmenting syllables that you hear, listing rhyming words verbally, and blending and segmenting onsets and rhymes. Often students can pick these skills up rather quickly, but many need additional support and lots of explicit instruction. You need to determine which students will need that additional support and make sure you provide it to them either individually or in a small group setting. Phonemic awareness is the later stage of phonological awareness. Phonemic awareness occurs when students can blend single sounds to say the word. For example, when given the sounds m, a, t, the student can say mat. This stage also includes the opposite approach. If given the word mat, the student can segment each sound and say m, a, t. Before diving into the specific phonics skills instruction, teachers need to be sure the reading foundations, phonological awareness, and phonemic awareness are in place. This can be determined with very quick, simple verbal assessments. Once you have phonological awareness and phonemic awareness in place, it's time to move on to phonics. Phonics attaches sounds to symbols. It helps a child build relationships between spoken words and written words. Naturally, phonics instruction should begin with a sound-symbol relationship. Letter sounds should be taught explicitly and then applied to a context. That means you may begin with a letter or small group of letters, depending on the level, and then show how the letters are part of a word. For example, you may teach the letters M, A, T together. You would teach the sound of each of those letters individually and then model how to blend the letters together and blend the sounds together to read at and then mat. Then you add new letters to the group and guide students in blending and reading the sounds in new words with those letters. There are 26 letters in the English alphabet, but there are actually 44 sounds. Once students have developed basic phonics skills, you can begin working on fluency. A fluent reader reads naturally with inflection, quickly enough to understand the meaning of a text. You can begin modeling fluency anytime by reading aloud to students. Once students are beginning to read themselves, even just CVC words, you can work with them on fluency. Incorporate repetitive text readings and adding inflection into your guided reading activities whenever possible. Fluency is a key to comprehension and should be integrated into explicit instruction and independent reading activities. Vocabulary is also one of the big five that can begin as early as kindergarten. Whole group discussions about the meaning of words from a text before reading can set the students up to think more carefully about the text. Vocabulary words should be emphasized across the content areas as part of any lesson introduction and should also be included in class discussions throughout. To ensure your science-based reading strategies are working, you need good tools for assessment. Lexplore is developing a rapid digital reading assessment using artificial intelligence and eye tracking. During 2020, we will offer a new pre-K to 8 tool to meet all of your reading assessment needs. Please watch our 1-minute demo at the end of this mini course to learn more.